Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Daredevil, because I warned y'all, I told y'all it was not going to be a good idea when Daredevil and the Netflix characters go back to Marvel once Marvel have full control of them, because they're going to make them some silly losers. And that's exactly what's happening right now. As you guys know, that Daredevil made his appearance in She-Hulk after the Netflix show ended. This picks up after his show ended, so it's a continuation. His character is a continuation. The Netflix MCU shows are still canon to the MCU, and it's through official means, no matter what Kevin Feige dumbass is saying, because his ass don't even know how his own company work anymore. So stop listening to Kevin Feige at this point, because Kevin don't even damn know the correct Earth name for his characters. So anyway, if you don't remember, Daredevil showed up in She-Hulk looking animated and stupid as ever with that yellow mustard bullshit costume on, and it just hasn't really been well received because everybody thought it was a clown, which I thought it was a clown too. But so of course they brought some of the stunt team from the Netflix show, and one of them says that Marvel Studios told every person working on the show that they don't want Born Again to look anything like the Netflix series, which that's a little alarming. It says in the latest disappointing but unsurprising confirmation that the studio has lost the plot when it comes to The Man Without Fear. Marvel reportedly is going to do great lengths to assure that upcoming Daredevil Born Again has absolutely no connection with the hero's previous Netflix series, which is stupid because this show, Born Again, should take place after She-Hulk, but still has the canonicity of the Netflix series. You don't have to refer to it, but realize that it's there, because especially when now y'all have the ability to stream the Netflix shows on Disney Plus. So think about it. If I'm watching the first 3 seasons of Netflix Daredevil show on Disney Plus, then I watch that god-awful She-Hulk show, and then I watch Born Again, and then Born Again ignores everything that the first 3 seasons of Daredevil does, then what's the point of watching Born Again? You get what I'm saying? It's like y'all do dumb shit just for the fuck of it. It really makes absolutely no sense, honestly. I don't know. I just and then one of the stuntmen was like, with Daredevil, the character completely looked as so CGI and animated or whatever, where, with the whole flips and jumping around or whatever, he looked at cartoonish. He didn't feel real. He didn't have weight movement. Well, yeah, of course, because it's the MCU. They're going to make him look even sillier. Once again, that Ben Affleck's 2005 Daredevil movie ain't looking so goddamn bad, huh? Compared to what the MCU's about to do with the character. I've always said that anyway, so it just doesn't even matter. Word of Marvel outlooks towards the upcoming Disney Plus series was first publicly made courtesy of professional stuntman Chris Brewer, who notably served as a stunt double for Chris Evans, and he's also did Charlie Cox for the first 3 seasons of Daredevil. And of course, he talks about, he says, amidst the discussion of fan favorite Daredevil series, he says that he also says that they made note of the fact that Brewer would not be working on Daredevil Born Again before going into some things that can change. He says, because it seems like to me that you are, it seems, the go-to guy for Marvel visual stunts. He added, and he also was a what? His stunt. You guys know, live, right? His stunts also further for the studio is a performer on Iron Man 3, Thor, Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Defenders, The Punisher, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and Ms. Marvel. But he said it's probably too late to change it now. But he hopes that Marvel, he hoped that Marvel would ask him to return, but it don't look like they're gonna let him return for this series. So basically, he says Marvel has told everyone working on that show that they don't want Born Again to look anything like the Netflix series. He said, "Trust me. Not only did I work on the show, but I was one of the biggest fans of the show, and I think that Marvel's Netflix Daredevil was a masterpiece." Yeah, a lot of people do. I mean, even though I think the suit's fucking ugly, it's the worst Daredevil suit I've ever seen. I don't care what nobody say. To this day, Charlie Cox's Daredevil suit is terrible. What's crazy is the guy who played the pseudo Bullseye, he actually pulls the darn costume off better because he has a better physique than Charlie Cox. I'm just being honest. Like, yeah, y'all can get mad all y'all want to, but I never really agreed with Charlie Cox being Matt Murdock, and that's just real talk anyway. You need somebody that has that physical dominance like the guy who played Bullseye in season 3, because I was like, damn, he pulled off the damn Daredevil costume better than Daredevil. Like, god damn, like the actor Daredevil, you know what I'm saying? But he said, I think that now that the MCU has taken over the character, they're really hurting it. Well, yeah, he said if you watch She-Hulk, they literally turned Daredevil into a cartoon. He said it's all animated and it looks bad. I love CGI to enhance real movement, but if you don't have any real movement, it just becomes cartoon and it's just CGI. There's no weight to it. Which, agreed. I had said that when I saw that flip. I said, "Oh hell no! Nah. That flip looks so goddamn terrible." You mean tell me that y'all couldn't have harnessed him up and then let him do a real flip over She-Hulk, and then when he was flipping and dodging and weaving her, it was all animated. It was all animated and it looked so cartoonish. It didn't even look realistic at all. Again, you go back to the 2005 Daredevil movie, looked it so much better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and remember, the reason why I'm comparing it is because the Netflix series didn't have that much of that budget compared to She-Hulk. So we got to compare it to the movie. The movie had a budget compared to She-Hulk. So the fact of the matter that a 2005 movie looks better than a 2023 show, I don't know what to tell y'all. I think we done got to DEFCON stupid at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like, why you guys got to get so lazy with stuff? You know, not when you don't have to, but you still do it anyway. You know, it's completely asinine, honestly, when you think about it. But, and then he said, and what made the action on Daredevil so good is that it was visceral. He said you felt what Charlie was feeling between his performance and just being in there, being in the action, and anything you saw, we really did. You know, we had to put on some wires when needed to make something enhance. We would use CGI, but it was never cartoonish. It was live action, and you'll never match the energy that the live action has. So I think you know that She-Hulk was a massive step down as far as movement goes, and the action. He said, and he also stated that Echo isn't even out yet, but I've also heard that it's just as bad. I heard that they were going to Batgirl it because they weren't happy with it, and now they're doing reshoots and they're planning on airing it. But I think that it could also do with the fact that there's a strike and there's not a lot of content now, and they're like, well, we've already made it already, so why not? He also stated that ultimately, Born Again, I had no doubt that they were going to reach out to me. Charlie specifically requests me on everything. He always goes out his way to fight for me and asks me. He asked them over and over again to bring me over, but I've never got that phone call. Ironically, nobody who works on season 1, 2, or 3 went back that really hurts. That truly don't want anything like Marvel's Netflix. So nobody worked on the original series or other than the cast they're bringing back, which is sad because it's just like, why would you self-sabotage something like that? You already have the formula right there. All you have to do is just like, damn, let's take what Marvel Netflix did and let's enhance it better now that we put in a bigger budget on it. That's what they should have been doing. But no, they decided, now, fuck that. Fuck that. The only thing we're bringing back is the cast. We're not even bringing back the writers. We're not bringing back anybody who made the character famous or popular with the general audience. So I already told y'all, Daredevil is lost to y'all. If y'all think that Daredevil from the MCU is going to be good, I'm telling you, it is not. It is not. Look at what Brewster is saying. Like, they decided to ignore everything. But okay. There was some truly, truly wonderful people who worked on the show, and I think that they really added the magic of the show. And I think Marvel's making a big mistake. But what are you going to do, right? He said, notably, this is not the first time that Daredevil's upcoming change character has been hinted by those involved. Speaking on the series at the D22 Expo, the 2022 D23 Expo, Cox himself revealed Born Again is a season 1, it's not a season 4, so it's a whole new thing, which I think is the way to go. If you're going to do it again, do it differently. And he also added, I haven't seen the script. My feelings is based on the title Born Again. I think that there's a sense of a new beginning. It's going to be different, and it's going to be totally different, and it's going to be totally new stories and new ideas. Yeah. He said this has to be a reincarnation. It has to be different. Otherwise, why are we doing it? Well, you're doing it because Netflix Daredevil was popular, and honestly, Netflix would have kept going if the deal didn't end with Marvel and Marvel didn't create Disney Plus. Why would Netflix keep producing and renting out the characters from the MCU if Disney was like, hey, we're gonna do our own streaming service and compete against y'all? That's the only reason why. But yeah. And he said he basically, Charlie also stated that Born Again is gonna have a lighter tone than the Netflix show. Again, that's not the character Daredevil. I don't know. I don't know. I like I said, y'all can have this bullshit, because I had already told y'all that Daredevil Born Again from Netflix, from Marvel, was going to be hot garbage, and I'm correct. The stuntman is saying the same thing. There are people who said that the original writers and creators and stuff like that don't have any inkling in there. Only the actors are coming back for the show, and it's not really a season 4. It's really kind of like a season 1. Even though, if you ask me, it should really be like a season 4. Basically, like when a show moves from another network to another network, you pick up from where that show left off at. That's what Born Again should be. It should be season 4 of Netflix Daredevil, but with the twist that Disney is doing. That's all it should be. Not whatever the fuck they doing right now. But I already told y'all. I already warned y'all. Y'all wanted to do this, so it doesn't matter to me, because I'm not watching the bullshit. Once I saw She-Hulk, I already knew that this wasn't a good idea. But yeah, hey, Daredevil Born Again. Are you guys excited for Daredevil Born Again? Does this make you want to watch it more? No, not really. It makes me just want to go back and watch the Daredevil movie and the first 3 seasons of Daredevil, and when Daredevil appeared in the Spider-Man animated cartoon, and that's about it, really. I have no inkling or feeling to even deal with this, honestly. But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.